Hey guys, welcome back to Oliver Creek. I just want to say, yes, I have some money. What, you guys think I wasn't going to do contracts? I got to be able to make some money somehow. Otherwise, this farm will never grow. But I got to say that this combine mod might actually be one of the best mods I have ever seen. I mean, it is so well done, you guys. Check this out. You can actually see down in here where it's doing the shake of the stalks and chopping the straw into smaller bits right here as it's getting ready to drop it. So these are the shakers that that are separating the kernels from the, I guess, the flowers, some people might call them, from the actual plant and putting them into the hopper. And just the articulation on this mod in particular is some of the absolute best. And I just love that you can see into here a little bit as it's discarding the stalk to spread it. So awesome, guys. This might be one of my all-time favorite mods, and I've only used it basically for 30 minutes. Fantastic job. I mean, the small details are phenomenal. The only thing that's a little bit weird is the steering wheel is going through my leg. But other than that, I can live with that. But, you know, everything else, so cool. Fantastic job. Okay, so what's on our agenda for today? Well, we are still in the month of August. Last episode was really primarily just an introduction and just kind of looking at a little bit of the equipment. This episode, I think we're gonna really kind of dive in a little more and see what we've got going on. So I am still harvesting on a contract. I did a smaller job. This one's actually quite a large job, but it's not gonna do us a whole lot of favors. It's just going to help us kind of start our yard. I think that's the first and foremost thing, is to start getting a place where we can sleep. And part of me is like, oh, just go for the cheap one. And then the other part of me is like, dude, just buy the most, your end game house first and just get it done and out of the way. So I'm not sure which avenue I'm going to do yet. But if I'm going to do that, I need like probably closer to $50,000. Now, I'm trying to keep this a little more realistic. I don't have everything figured out, obviously, but this is so cool. Look at the belt, you know. Look at how these belts are going. The gearing on this, so fantastic. All right, we are gonna just kind of pause right there. Now, I know this tractor says it's got all this horsepower. It really literally is quite gutless. I don't know why. It just does not have the get up and go that I'm looking for. eventually I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Like I was plowing at like 4 or 5 miles per hour. That is gonna cut it. You're talking 400 plus horsepower. So I might have to find another mod to do some of my heavier work. Yeah, unfortunately for me. But I'm not allowed to sell this equipment, so I have to earn that money to buy a different tractor. That falls in the Gleaner, New Idea, Alice Chalmers type of Oliver Gale. I don't believe Gale actually made tractors. I think they were just implements such as, I will take that back, they did make a skid steer, which I do want. I have that mod. Alright. I'm not sure why it's showing diesel. But I am sucking through the gas here. Now, they are, this contract is dropping off at Johnson's. Alright. So we're going to just kind of get him up to the road. And we're going to do a round trip delivery. I'd like to get my other gravity box emptied out. I think that would help out immensely. But let's give him a job. I stopped right on the train tracks, didn't I? Alright, so we're going to do there. Alright. It's unreachable. Figures. Alright, well we're gonna start the harvester back up. And I am going to take this up and offload it. Be a stinker and just drive right across all this stuff. only one that thinks that the 2255 Oliver is too lightweight. I'm just kind of curious on this one, what you guys think, but I feel like it's really too lightweight. I also feel like the 1955 is too overweight. It doesn't seem logical to me that it's, 13 ton for how small that tractor is. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, guys. It just seems like it's, a little bit big for its britches, so to speak. Alright. So. Now this does actually empty out relatively quickly. Pretty impressed. Most of the gravity boxes do not empty out. See if this handle spins. We actually had two different styles on our gravity boxes growing up. We had this style with the wheel that you turn, and it is articulated. That is so cool. Very, very cool, you guys. Yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping to see, where it does spin. We also had one that had a bar here, and this was obviously it was built on a track going up and down, and then you had this metal bar here, and you would pull down on it, which would lift the door to empty the trailer. And I love that style, but the one we had growing up, it was so corroded and everything that when it had the weight of the grain behind it, you couldn't do that without hitting it with the hammerhead of a splitting maul or sledgehammer. I mean, you could. You just basically had to pound that thing. I don't know. It was a great Midwest stress relief. One thing I want to do before we head back to the field, because we did hire a worker, I'm going to see if I can't get my other gravity box emptied out somewhere on the farm. So, alright. I don't know where. This is by no means permanent, but I just want to get it emptied out. So let's see what we can do. I don't even know if this tractor is going to be able to pull the gravity box when it's full. That's going to be a lot of weight. So where is it? Right here. Okay. If we go in, I have these grain boxes. I don't know. I think they're supposed to be placed maybe in a barn or something. And ultimately, that's what I'd like to do. But they are that one's $750. Oh, it is fully turnable. That is great. What I'm thinking is I just want to have. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to paint over here. Not dirt. Yeah, I'm going to put some concrete down. This won't be permanent either, you guys, but I want this to at least, I want it to at least look like there was some sort of planning going on with this. You know? Alright, that's probably big enough. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go back, we're going to put this back in. You could just do a pile, and those are dirt cheap, but I am doing it like this just to kind of penalize myself for doing it in the first place. Alright. Let's go ahead. Ugh. It's a little tractor that could. So these dolly style trailers, not really good with them. We're trying. Awesome, there we go. That's actually really cool. The green box mod, you guys, definitely something to consider. Alright, one thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this right here because I'm hoping that I can pick it up with the other. And I'm going to hook these two trailers together, and I'm never taking them apart. What do you guys think so far? I mean, I know it's not realistic to start off with all this equipment and all that, but as far as, being $500,000 in debt, I'm really quite confident that we'll be able to earn that $2.5 million. And if I can do it before 10 years, I mean, realistically, I'm hoping to be able to do it in 5. But that's not always the easiest thing to do. And we did finish plowing our one field, which was great. I don't have the precision farming turned on. I have it, but I don't have it going on this playthrough. because this playthrough is really about Oliver, and to a lesser extent those other brands that I mentioned, such as Alice Chalmers, Deal, New Idea, so that's kind of where we're gonna try and take this playthrough. I'm not really too concerned about the actual, you know, legitimacy, I guess you could say. Did I seriously get this almost entirely backed up? Did I solve the puzzle? I did! I solved the puzzle, you guys! How awesome is that? I'll never make that happen again. Oh, cool. Alright, let's get this back over to the field. Not sure how far along we are with the harvester, but let's get back to it, and let's see what's. I just like to see what's for sale. And we'll try and be realistic, you guys. I don't want to sit there and earn, you know, $90,000 on contracts in the month of August. We all know that's not real. That's not how it works. So I will try and keep it somewhat, you know, believable. So that one alone is already, you know, it's 29. Or 21,900 some change just for the contract we're doing right now. So what I do like to be able to do, though, is to see how we're doing with, you know, money we could potentially earn. So yeah, we have an idea of the straw value and the wheat value. Cool. And that's everything we can sell. Just taking a look here, and only at 16,000 liters. I say only, but it's pretty good. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to accept I don't want to do that job. That job is a long drive. I mean, this job's a long drive. What about cultivating? I'm going to get that one because it's right next to us. And I think we're going to take this guy right. Actually, I don't want to use that tractor. I want to use this one. Now, that's the plow. I know that's a cultivator. I want to use a new piece of equipment. So we're going to try this cultivator, see how we like it. Because if this one can, you know, haul this around, this might be our new workhorse tractor. I really do want to try and do all of this with Oliver if the equipment is available. And this tractor is having zero difficulty right now pulling this cultivator. That is fantastic. Fertilizing jobs, they're possible. There's a possibility that I might do fertilizing jobs. I just don't know if I want to do fertilizing jobs. That's too far away, too far away. Spraying. I have a sprayer. So I'm really trying to do these jobs using the equipment. I'll do the cultivating on this one. So it looks like right now that the 2255 is just a really nice, useful tractor. Excellent. So now we've seen all 4 tractors in action. Well, 3 tractors and the harvester. So I'd love to know what you guys think. What's your favorite piece of equipment that we've used so far? Please leave it in the comments. And love to hear what you guys have to think. Alright, now we're back to cultivating. This tractor really does handle it well. But like I said, I do wish this actually had more weight to this tractor. But I guess can't have everything. It is a medium tractor. But, you know, front weights are something, you know. Wish I could get it to at least 8 ton. But, oh well. Does look good on the field though, doesn't it? So I want to combine these two fields over here, make that into one. I don't want to have 5 different harvests going on, and then I think I'm gonna make that into grass. Guys, I am going to go over to the tiny tractor, and there's the sprayer. I'm gonna run this down to go get some spray. I think I have some herbicide down at the shop already. I was looking and there was actually some on sale in the shop, so I picked it up. Dude's just gonna hang out there on that trailer for probably ever. Let me show you guys the skid steer that I'm talking about that I'll be purchasing at a later date. It is the Gill R194, but throwback, pretty cool. You can do it with the tracks. I don't know, it doesn't change the weight of it at all. Unfortunately, I can't add weight to it, so what you kind of see is what you get. But I'm kind of excited to use it. This does not do liquid lime. That's why I decided to just turn lime off, because I couldn't get a spreader. This is herbicide. This liquid fertilizer. Got it. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to have to buy a tanker. I might have to buy a tanker. What are we doing here? Yes. Get over here. Gonna have to get a lot closer. I I may switch down to the smaller header. Otherwise, let's take a look for a tanker that's going to be able to do herbicide. Nope. And I don't have the money for that one yet. That one doesn't do it. I'm just curious, does this actually shrink up as it's coming in? No. That's fine. I gotta figure out a way to do this. Let's move forward to this guy. May as well work on this contract. I only have $248 left. Any other contracts that popping up that I might want to do? I'm not interested in that one. Alright, let's get this guy moving. Is that field right there seriously one of them that's waiting? It's canola. Oh. I mean, I'm right here. I may as well do those 3. Or at least 2 of them. We'll see. I remember why I didn't like playing on Elm Creek. The sell points are so far away. It's ridiculous. Also, I'm using a slow tractor, so if I don't want to deal with that the entire playthrough, I might have to go looking for something faster, like a truck, a pickup that I can haul trailers with. Need to hurry up and get this done because I'm going to run out of funds. I'm at $123, you guys. So far, I'm actually really pleased with the 2255 tractor. It's not my, like I say, I wish it was heavier, but at the same time, I can't really complain too loudly. It's getting the job done. So kudos to it for that. So what kind of plans you guys got for the holidays? My kids are off from school for like 18 days. It's ridiculous. I think there's 3 weekends in there before they go back to school. Love my kids. I like them when they're at school. They need their educations. Education is good. $73, guys. Do you think I'll get this done before I run out of cash? I don't know. It's gonna be close. So the big tractor, that's gas hot, you guys. That thing is sucking the fuel down like a mad banshee. So I got to keep a close eye on that. I was shocked at how quickly that gas tank was just dropping. We're at $48, you guys. It's gonna be close. Definitely gonna be close. %, on this field, 91. We've got one swipe left to finish this field off. Come on. Alright, we're at $23, you guys. I don't think we're going to do it. I do not think we are going to get there in time. Let's see, you guys. Let's see. We're close. We're at 96, 97%. 98%. 99%. And we are finished with that contract. That's how it happens, you guys, just like that. So this field needs plowed. So I'm going to put grass in here. I'm going to have to get it plowed. That's something for future self to remember, that is not really all that wide. plow. It really is unfortunate. I do not have enough money to buy a tanker yet that will it says it needs plowed. Yes, it needs plowing. I'm gonna have to do this myself. I know it looks like it's been plowed, but I'm gonna plow it anyways. Again, this tractor's handling the plow way better than that big tractor. This will take age to get back to the field. And what was in my fields? So it was wheat and barley. That was wheat. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Just sitting here thinking about what can we plant. Alright guys, well I think that is going to be enough for this episode, and next time I really want to get the sprayer going, so I'll definitely want to show that to you guys and see what you guys think. I'm going to have to probably find a secondary apparatus in order to fill it, so I'm going to be looking for that, seeing how that will work. But yeah, thanks for watching on Oliver Creek Farm. It's Graybeard Gaming, wishing you the very best of days. You guys be safe out there. Don't eat yellow snow.